Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and get started in about another minute. I'm just waiting for other counselors to join. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can go ahead and get started. The date is October 18th. The time now is 7:03. This is a regular meeting of the Springfield City Council. Madam Clerk, would you please be so kind and call the roll for us this evening?
Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Present. Counselor Letterman?
Present.
Present. Counselor Gomez?
Present.
Present. Counselor Allen?
Present.
Present. Counselor Curran?
Present.
Present. Counselor Whitfield? Absent. Counselor Ramos?
Present.
Present. Counselor Brown? Absent. Counselor Walsh? Absent. Counselor Davila?
Present.
Present. Counselor Fenton?
Present.
Present. Counselor Hurst? Absent. Counselor Williams?
Present, and Madam Clerk, can you please recognize Counselor Whitfield, who I believe just joined?
Counselor Whitfield? Present.
And can you also, Madam Clerk, please recognize Counselor Hurst, who just joined us?
Counselor Hurst?
Counselor Hurst?
Present.
Present.
All right, thank you. All right, counselors, before we do a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, you may have heard that former Springfield Mayor Charles Ryan passed away this morning. And he served as mayor from 1962 to 1967, and then again from 2004 to 2008. He is also, of course, the father of our former colleague, Counselor Tim Ryan. So I would just ask that our counselors and guests just please continue to keep that family in our thoughts and prayers as they grieve at this time, and we will certainly dedicate this moment of silence to the memory of him. So if we could all just stand at this time. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. And Madam Clerk, can you please also recognize Counselor Malo Brown?
Counselor Brown?
Present.
Present.
Thank you. And with that, we can get started with reports of committee. Are there any reports of committee this evening? And I'll ask, are there any other reports of committee this evening? Counselor Letterman?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I have a report of committee from the COVID-19 Response Committee, which met on October 12th. We were joined on that call by Councilor Edwards and yourself, Mr. President. And the agenda item for that meeting was meeting with the newly appointed COVID-19 Youth Council. We met with several members of the body, as well as the Commissioner of Health and Human Services, Helen Colton Harris, and the media company that is working with the young people as well. They were able to describe for us some of the initiatives that they are undertaking to promote COVID-19 safety, as well as vaccination and other preventative measures among young people. And they reported out that their focus is really on the overall health and well-being of youth in the city of Springfield. They're planning a number of in-person events that they will be holding, both at local sporting events as well as at other community opportunities to engage. They are also planning a very extensive social media campaign, which the entire committee was excited about. This will include working together with individuals who have prominent followings on social media among youth in the city of Springfield to be able to share their stories. Again, not just related to COVID-19 safety, but also to overall public health and general well-being. So it was a very strong discussion. We offered our support to the members of that committee in any way that we could bring forward, and we look forward to working with them. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor, for that report. Are there any others this evening? Again, I'll ask, are there any other reports of committee this evening? Councilor Letterman again.
Mr. President, I apologize. I have one more report of committee, which is a report from the Sustainability and Environment Committee. That committee met on October 14th. The committee members, Councilor Hurst and Councilor Davila, were present at the meeting, as well as representatives from the Eversource gas utility. And that meeting was a presentation on the initial proposal that has come from Eversource to construct a pipeline from the Bliss Street or East Columbus Avenue, essentially, station out through the Forest Park neighborhood and into Long Meadow. Eversource presented their initial proposal to the members of the committee and discussed their purpose behind it, which they indicated was redundancy. However, members of the committee, including myself and Councilor Davila, questioned Eversource extensively around their proposal in terms of what it would cost, what the environmental impact would be, and what the impact to residents in the city of Springfield would be. Councilor Fenton was also present and brought up the outstanding tax bill that Eversource owes the city of Springfield. And essentially, there are continued outstanding questions relative to the necessity and cost of this proposal, which we expect to hopefully continue to dig into both through our committee and others. One more thing that should be noted is Eversource has announced a number of community town halls that they will be holding for residents and elected officials to come and learn more, as well as provide feedback. However, beyond that, it's worth noting that we are at the beginning of this process. There will be a lengthy state regulatory review period. I'll also be calling for hearings to take place in the city of Springfield from the DPU to make sure that Springfield residents are able to get the access. And we'll also be asking for a cost benefit analysis to understand the impact to ratepayers from this proposal. So certainly more to be done on that issue, but I did want to make sure that we got that committee report in as well. And I want to thank Solicitor Pakula and DPW Director Signoli for their assistance in that meeting as well.
All right, thank you, Councilor Letterman. Councilor Whitfield.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today, we held a Finance Committee subcommittee meeting, and in attendance were Councilor Davila, Councilor Allen, who are subcommittee members, Councilor Gomez, yourself, Council President Williams, Councilor Fenton, Councilor Letterman, and Councilor Hurst. And I guess the big ticket item that we'll be discussing is the increase to the supplemental budget to the school department of $3,860,083. There was a Section 108 loan that's going to be removed, and we'll discuss it later. That one was $5 million, but everything else is pretty self-explanatory, and I look forward to hearing more from the department heads on the items.
All right, thank you, Councilor Whitfield. Are there any other reports this evening? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll to accept the reports?
Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Gomez?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Allen? Counselor Allen?
Yes.
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 Counselor Curran?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Walsh, absent. Counselor Davila?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hurst?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Williams?
Yes, thank you, counselors. Madam Clerk, the first item, please.
The first item is the Eversource Bradley Road petition.
All right, Counselor Hurst.
Yeah, just a quick question before we begin this night's meeting, Mr. President. I see that we have Solicitor Pakula on this meeting this evening, and I haven't noticed the presence of Attorney Davis for the last 3 or 4 meetings. And so I just didn't know if everything was okay or if there's a status update on Attorney Davis.
Feel free at this time, yes. Feel free, Ed.
I'm sorry. Attorney Hurst, Tashina Davis, I understand, has a new job.
Okay. Thank you. Was not aware of that. I would, we certainly can talk about it offline, but it would have been nice to know. I don't know if the rest of my colleagues were aware, but I certainly wasn't aware, nor was I aware of the posting for the administrative assistant that I think we just hired. So I think there are just some housekeeping things that we might want to address at some point.
I don't know anything about an administrative assistant, but I sure miss Tashina.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Counselor Hurst. And just as a tidbit, that was shared with the entire council, that posting for the aid, just to state the record. So with that, Madam Clerk, please, the first item.
The first item is Eversource Bradley Road petition.
Appreciate that. Is there anyone present to speak to this? I believe these might have been in Counselor Walsh's committee. But is Chris on the call by chance? Or a representative of Eversource? All right. Seeing none, counselors, I'll leave it at your discretion, but it might make sense to continue to leave the rest of these in committee, seeing that there seems not to be folks on the call to discuss them, but I will entertain a motion if appropriate.
So moved.
Thank you, Counselor Davila. A motion has been made. Counselor Letterman on the motion.
Second.
Properly seconded by Counselor Letterman, and we are all in agreement. Counselor Fenton.
Just to clarify, Mr. President, that's a motion to send items 1, 2, and 3 to committee, right? All 3?
Yeah, I was just going to clarify. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a motion on the floor to send items 1, 2, and 3 to committee. It's been properly seconded. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Gomez?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Allen?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Curran?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Walsh, absent. Counselor Davila?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hurst?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Williams?
Yes, the petitions have been continued. Madam Clerk, can you please call item number 4?
Item number 4 is the Parks Department Park Grant for Blunt Park in the amount of $400,000, match required.
Thank you. Is there anyone present to speak to that?
Yep, Patrick Sullivan, Director of Park, 17 Arvesta Street, Springfield, Mass. We're very proud to receive this grant for Blunt Park. We're excited about the master plan to be able to implement this park project. We've been working with the neighborhood councils on this for the last 6 years and developing a master plan. So this will be the first phase in implementing great improvements for Blunt Park.
All right, thank you, Pat. Are there any questions at this time for Mr. Sullivan? Councilor Whitfield.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. What are some of the improvements, Pat?
We will be improving the picnic area, installing a splash pad, irrigation upgrades to the ball field, increased lighting, new playground equipment. We've also received, with the council approval, the CPA fund, so we will be installing a Stone Soul Remembrance Garden. So we're very excited for the improvements that will be happening at Blunt Park. I think splash pad at this park will be a welcome relief for people that have family picnics.
Any update on the track?
The track is phase 2. So we will be looking at other state grants to do the track.
Yeah. Thank you.
But it is part of the master plan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Whitfield. Are there any other questions at this time? Seeing none, I will entertain a motion to approve.
So
Motion to approve.
Motion made by Councilor Edwards and seconded, I'm sorry, by who?
Second.
By Councilor Allen. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
On accepting the grant, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Gomez?
yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Ramos? Councilor Ramos? Away, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh, absent. Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Hurst?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Williams?
Yes, the grant is approved. Madam Clerk, the next item, please.
The next item is a Mass Trails Grant for Camp Star Trail Phase 2, match required in the amount of $100,000.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Yeah, this is Patrick Sullivan, 17 Arvesta Street, Springfield, Mass. This is the phase 2 of the trail grant. We're excited about this. This is going to be a trail that will take our campers from the Camp Star Angelina campgrounds through the woods down to the Porter Lake. So it's going to make the water resource of Porter Lake accessible to those campers. So we're excited to be able, hopefully we could start kayaking or sailing on the lake, or just making that water resource available to these campers. And then also to the public, it will be a great trail for the public to access Porter Lake from the Trafton Road entrance to the park.
All right, thank you, Pat. Councilor Letterman.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pat, is that lake swimmable?
It is not swimmable, no, but hopefully we're going to start, we're actually meeting with the first one in that requested at the East Forest Park Civic Association. We are going to start encouraging our residents and outlying communities to start hopefully going organic with their lawn care, and that will start improving our water resources in the city if we can get rid of the synthetic fertilizers that empty into these lakes and ponds.
So we could move towards it becoming swimmable.
That's correct.
All right, and Pat, I want to thank you for your work too on phasing that out on our municipal lands. You were way at the forefront of that.
We're getting there. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Letterman. Are there any other questions at this time? Seeing none, I will entertain a motion to approve the grant.
So moved.
Motion made by Whitfield and seconded by
Second.
Councilor Gomez. I'll give that to you. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
On approving the grant, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Gomez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Kern.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Ramos.
Abstain, Madam Clerk.
Abstain, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh. Absent, Counselor Davila.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Williams.
Yes, the grant is approved. Madam Clerk, the next item, please.
The next item is the FY22 Shine Grant Amendment Increase in the amount of $74,997.
Please state your name and address.
Hi, this is Sandy Federico, 1285 Bradley Road, Springfield. We're asking for acceptance of this grant. This funds our Shine division for the Department of Elder Affairs. This is the balance of the FY22 grant.
All right, thank you, Ms. Federico. Are there any questions at this time? All right, seeing none, Madam Clerk. I'm sorry, councilors, I will entertain a motion at this time to approve the grant.
So be it.
Motion made by Councilor Gomez,
Second.
seconded by Councilor Whitfield. Madam Clerk, the roll, please.
On accepting the grant, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Letterman.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Gomez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Kern.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Ramos.
Abstain.
Abstain, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh. Absent, Counselor Davila.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Williams.
Yes, the grant is approved. Now, councilors, with no objection, I will take items 7 through 10 as they fall. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a $5 million item for number 10?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm actually going to, let's do 7 to 9. Take items 7 through 9 as they fall below our $50,000 threshold, and then we'll take item 10 separately. Objection. Madam Clerk, can you please call items 7 and 9?
Item number 7 is an FY22 Emergency Connectivity Fund Grant in the amount of $28,294. Item number 8 is a parks donation, the various parks donations in the amount of $5,251.99. And item number 9 is Parks Department donation in the amount of $5,000.
Thank you. Can you call the roll at this time, Madam Clerk, please?
Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Gomez?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Kern?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh? Absent. Counselor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Williams?
Yes. Thank you, councilors. Madam Clerk, can you please call item number 10?
Item number 10 is a Section 108 loan, no match in the amount of $5 million.
All right, is there anyone present? Please state your name and address. Councilor Davila?
Hi,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I yield to Lisa. Go ahead.
Okay.
thank you, President Williams. We're actually respectfully asking that this order be withdrawn tonight.
Withdrawn, do you want that tabled indefinitely or just continued, Lindsay?
Well, Tim Sheehan would like to bring it to the Economic Development Subcommittee before it goes to the council for a vote. So so whichever makes that the easiest for everybody.
Yeah, we can
Do you know,
continue.
do you know why he preferred the economic development since it is a financial loan?
I don't know. I'm sure that we can put it on both agendas.
Yeah, I would prefer it being a joint one.
Second that.
That's fine. It can be, that can be handled offline. But for the time being, I think it makes sense to probably continue it so we can entertain a motion for that. And then hopefully a subcommittee or a joint subcommittee meeting can happen in the interim.
Thank you.
So with that, thank you, Lindsay. With that, can I please entertain a motion to continue the item?
Motion to continue. Second.
Motion made on the floor by Councilor Edwards, seconded by Councilor Allen. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on continuing this item?
On continuing this item, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Gomez?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh, absent. Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Hurst?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Williams?
Yes, thank you, councilors. The item has been continued. Madam Clerk, the next item, please.
The next item is item number 11, which is supplemental budget increase in state aid in the amount of $3,860,083.
Right. Lindsay, will you be taking this one on?
Hold on one moment. The supplemental budget, I think Mike Eaton is here from the school department. Let me see.
Okay, if so, please state your name and address for the record.
Thank you.
Mike Eaton, from the school department's business office, 36 Highland Ave, South Hadley.
Thank you.
So, hi, nice to meet you. So the state finalized its FY22 budget after the school committee and city council had approved and voted on the original budget. The net increase was a $3.8 million increase in state aid, and this is to approve and accept that increase.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Eaton. Councilor Whitfield.
Thank you. So thank you, Mike. My question is, since you are getting an additional 3.8 million, does that free up 3.8 million that was budgeted into the budget?
No, so we had built the budget based on the governor's numbers, which came out in last January. Typically, the state finalizes their budget in the summer, so it's not even before the start of the fiscal year. So we like to have that security of an established budget prior to entering the new fiscal year. So the school committee voted on the governor's numbers in May for their budget. And then once the budget made its way through the House, Senate, and Conference Committee, the end result amounted in a $3.8 million increase in state aid. So we weren't counting on that, but when we found out about it, we chose to fund Student Opportunity Act allocations that we had pushed out to all the schools so that they can purchase additional teachers, fund tutoring programs, and wraparound services, things like that. We had already given them $400 per student based on the governor's numbers, and this allowed for an additional $60 per student as part of the 3.8 million. The other 2.2 million was to fund an increase in charter tuition based on the state's final assessment.
Thank you. And the reason that I asked is because I know that the school department got ARPA funds, and now you got this additional 3.8 million. And so I was trying to see if there was some funding that got freed up, because ARPA funds cannot be used for merit pay, but other funds may be able to be used for merit pay for all school employees.
There is a requirement that these funds must be spent on certain evidence-based programs outlined by the state as part of the Student Opportunity Act. So as I had said previously, we already funded allocations at each school for the Student Opportunity Act, and then this additional funding went towards increasing those allocations at the schools. The school committee voted to allocate these funds this way on September 30th, I believe. So it's all spoken for now.
Yeah, I understand the 3.8 is spoken for, but I would like to have another finance committee meeting specifically about the ARPA funds and the uses that the school department is going to use them for. And also if it's going to cover something that may free up funds in the budget that would allow employees to pay a merit pay bonus if they're eligible and qualify. And I'm not just talking about teachers, I'm talking about principals, paras, IT, technicians, engineers. We just had a public speak out that spoke to those things, and they did work hard and they did come in contact, high risk contact with COVID. And so I would like to have a conversation with the finance department on that. So I will be setting that up. Thank you, Mike.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you, Councilor Whitfield. Councilor Davila, followed by Councilor Gomez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Councilor Whitfield just pretty much asked my set of questions. I do agree with her that if we got money coming in, although I understand that this money is spoken for, like Michael just said, it would seem to me that we might be able to come up with something for the school employees. And I just want to make a quick comment that although it is true that the ARPA money that the school department did receive cannot be used for merit pay, it is my understanding that nothing keeps the city from using the city side ARPA money to compensate the teachers who are teaching in the middle of a pandemic. The pandemic is not over. They're actively teaching in the middle of a pandemic. So, Councilor Whitfield, I look forward to that meeting. Michael and the finance team, I look forward to a very productive conversation on these matters as it relates to the teachers and their compensation for the exposure to COVID and the hazard pay. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, Councilor Davila. Councilor Gomez.
Yes, based on what we have heard in the public meeting, speaker, I should say, I suggest that we send this back to committee to be researched some more.
Councilor Gomez, would you like to put that in the form of a motion?
My motion is to the item to be sent back to committee.
There's a motion on the floor by Councilor Gomez. Is there a proper second?
Second.
Councilor Whitfield on the motion.
I don't know that we should send this item back to committee because it's an increase to net school spending. Is that correct, Mike?
Correct.
Okay, and so net school spending is a little bit different from the ARPA funds. This actually is going to go to the students, hiring more teachers and some of the other items that Mike mentioned. So I will have a finance committee meeting about the other ARPA funds and maybe other funds that may be available to give the merit pay, but this spending, this money right here goes directly to the students and the student learning, so I wouldn't want to hold that up.
Thank you, Councilor Whitfield. Councilor Letterman on the motion.
I agree with Councilor Whitfield.
Thank you, Councilor Letterman. Councilor Gomez, your motion still stands as is, yes? Councilor Gomez?
I withdraw my motion.
Councilor Gomez for withdrawing the motion. Is there any other discussion on the item? Right, seeing none, at this time, I will entertain a motion to approve the order.
Motion to approve the order.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Edwards and properly seconded by Councilor Whitfield. Madam Clerk, the roll, please.
Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Letterman.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Gomez.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Curran.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Ramos.
Abstain.
Abstain, Councilor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh. Absent, Counselor Davila.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Williams.
Yes, Madam Clerk, can you please give me a count on that?
11. Yes. One abstention and one absent.
All right, thank you. So 10, all right. At this time, Madam Clerk, can you, before we do that, councilors, can I please entertain a motion to suspend Rule 19 on the item?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Counselor Allen, seconded by Counselor Davila. Madam Clerk, can we please call the roll on that?
On suspending Rule 19, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Letterman.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Gomez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Curran.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Ramos.
Abstain.
Abstain, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh. Absent. Counselor Davila.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Williams.
Yes, thank you, councilors. Madam Clerk, the next item, please.
The next item is an order approving CPC budget recommendation to fund the historic renovation to 2612 Main Street.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. Is there anyone present to speak to this? I know this was also brought up in the last subcommittee meeting, and I do believe Councilor Ramos had some concerns, if I'm not mistaken, on this particular item. So first, is there anyone present to speak to this item currently? I believe that Mr. McCarroll did already allude to this. So that, I will open it up to Councilor Gomez, followed by Councilor Ramos.
As we spoke about the item a couple weeks ago, and it lies in my ward, and I talked about the sore eye that this building presents to the community. We have worked in getting that Main Street looking very good, and we need to continue to bring those improvements in the community. So I say that we need to get that building going and get it in a shape where it'll present itself well to the community and it serves its purpose. So if there's a vote, I will be voting yes on this item.
All right, thank you, Councilor Gomez. Councilor Ramos.
President, thank you. I did raise some concerns at the meeting in which this was originally proposed. My concerns were to the use of CPA funds for certain projects without any provisions that protect them from wage theft. As you know, we did the same thing with this item that we did with wayfinders and some of the other items as well. I can't remember exactly which ones they were, but similar to what we discussed regarding the wayfinders proposal, the gentleman, the developer, has been made aware of some of the ideas that were proposed by wayfinders in order to monitor wage theft on their project, because he was present at that meeting. This I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Councilor Ramos.
Thank you. This proposal actually does not concern me as much as the one that we discussed regarding wayfinders, only because it will be returning to us for an HDIP, and we have an HDIP ordinance in place, as you all know, that requires the developer to adhere to certain criteria, one of which is wage theft protections. And so I'm ready to support this project tonight. I don't know how the council feels about approving this without the presence of the petitioner. But I know that he has been present in the past. But I'm just to summarize, I do, my concerns have been addressed, and I'm ready to support the project, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, Councilor Ramos. Are there any other questions or comments, I should say, at this time from the council? All right, well, with that being said, at this time, I will either entertain a motion of continuance or a motion to approve the order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made by Councilor Davila, seconded by Councilor Edwards. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on approving?
On approving, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Letterman.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Gomez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Curran.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Ramos.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh. Absent. Counselor Davila.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Williams.
Yes, the order is approved. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
The next item is an amendment to Chapter 45, Article 2, Historic Districts, Section 45-5.
All right, and councilors, this is actually an ordinance. Apologies, is being grouped in the orders. This item is actually on for second and third step. So I will pass it. Is there anyone present to speak to this?
Rich Blind, Director of Facilities from the Springfield Museum, 21 Edwards Street in Springfield.
Thank you. You have the floor.
I don't know if Bob is on the call or not, but I guess this is a something that the museum is standing behind the Historical Commission on, and it's the exemption. You should have a letter from my financial officer in regards to it, because we do obtain CPA funding. And I guess we're exempt from it as it stands right now, and they want to change that language.
All right, thank you. Do councilors have any questions at this time?
Yeah, Mr. President, if I may.
Councilor Davila.
Sorry, I couldn't find the hand. Richard, good afternoon, sir. Did you say that the museum is exempt?
Yes, back in the 70s, I guess it was not taken into the that Mattoon Street quadrangle.
Yeah.
Exempt because it was a city-owned property. So now that we're not a city-owned property, we're a nonprofit, and not attached to the city, we obtain grants from CPA. So there's an exemption in there from.
So I'm a little confused. So you are exempt from being in the historic district?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to get into the historic district?
Right.
Okay, I see. That is historic district. How big is it? Where does it go? Right now?
That I don't know, sir. I could not tell you that.
Yeah. Okay.
Councilor Davila,
please.
This is Alvin Allen,
Hi, Alvin.
Principal Planner with the City of Springfield's Office of Planning and Economic Development, 29 Lively Lane, Springfield. So again, this property is located within the Quadrangle Mattoon Local Historic District. However, because of a lawsuit from back in the early 70s when this district was created, this property, as well as other Springfield Library and Museum properties, were exempt from the district. And I believe the boundaries of the district, I believe Elliott Street to the north, State Street Elliott Street to the east, State Street to the south, Chestnut Street to the west, and Mattoon Street to the north.
Right. And just a quick follow up there, with that lawsuit back in the 70s, way before our times. So was that the resolution that the museum was exempt from the historic district, and are we in any conflict if we put it back in the district, or is this a court order, a agreement?
So it was an agreement with the city to allow these properties to be exempt. And there were other properties as well. As, the Catholic Diocese was also granted exemption during that same, during the lawsuit.
So there will be no legal ramification if we allow it back in the district.
There will not be, because this is something that's brought in by the property owner, that they do want to remove that exemption status to obtain CPA funds to, for exterior repairs.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Davila. Are there any other questions at this time? All right, seeing none, I will entertain a motion to approve second and third step of the ordinance.
Motion to approve second and third.
Motion made by Councilor Edwards and properly seconded by, I believe, Councilor Whitfield. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Gomez?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh, absent. Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Hurst?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Williams?
Yes, the ordinance is approved. At this time, councilors, I will entertain a motion to proceed to take these items in one step.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Letterman, seconded by Councilor Whitfield. Madam Clerk, the roll, please.
Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Gomez?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh, absent. Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Hurst?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Williams?
Yes, thank you, councilors. Madam Clerk, the next item, please.
The next item is an order authorizing execution and delivery of a tax incentive and finance agreement for Dupac Corporation and FM Holdings LLC at 1125 Page Boulevard.
Thank you. Please state your name and address for the record.
Thank you, Mr. President. Brian Connors with the Office of Planning and Economic Development, 274 Springfield Street in Springfield. Good evening, councilors. The item before you is a tax increment financing agreement with DuckPack. DuckPack is a steel duct manufacturing company with over 50 years history that plans to move from East Longmeadow to Springfield, specifically to 1125 Page Boulevard in East Springfield. The company will relocate all 43 of its jobs and invest $1.5 million into the property. That's in addition to the significant investment it's already made in purchasing the property. The company plans to move next year, if all goes well, and is seeking the minimum term TIF, which is a 5-year agreement. TIFs can be as long as 20 years. To help stabilize it after moving. This, DuckPack is a fairly small company and is taking on a significant increase in taxes, even with the proposed TIF. As you know, with TIFs, it doesn't impact what the city collects today. It only impacts growth that's caused by the new investment. The project has been in front of City Council subcommittee in August, on August 25th, and we provided an update as well in the October meeting of the subcommittee on October 6th. The companies are also met with East Springfield. I think I see Kathy Brown is here as well. They've indicated their support for the project. And with me tonight as well is Greg Merchant, who is president of Dr. Pack, should there be any questions for the company.
Right, appreciate that, Brian. Thank you. Councilor Ramos, I'll turn it to you.
Mr. President, thank you. I just wanted to speak in favor of the petition, Mr. President. The petitioner has met with the neighborhood council, as Brian mentioned, made a very detailed and professional presentation to the council in which they were unanimously in favor. In addition to that, Mr. President, he has been made aware of the TIF ordinance that we have in place, has been provided with a copy of the TIF ordinance, and has been in agreement to all of the requirements under the TIF ordinances. So it's a welcome addition to the East Springfield neighborhood. And the prospect of new jobs coming to the city of Springfield is always exciting, and we welcome them to the neighborhood. And I hope that my colleagues will support it unanimously. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, Councilor Ramos. Are there any other questions or comments at this time? Councilor Gomez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Are this new jobs coming into the city, or the companies getting the old employees from where they're coming from?
Yes, Councilor, it's a good question. So the jobs are all being moved from East Long Meadow. The company already employs a significant amount. I believe it's more than half Springfield residents. And in the TIF, any new jobs created, they need to make best efforts to hire not only Springfield residents, but target residents within the East Springfield neighborhood.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Gomez. Are there any other questions at this time? And any other questions? Seeing none, at this time, I will entertain a motion to approve the order.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Fenton, seconded by Councilor Edwards. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll, please?
On approving the order, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Gomez?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh, absent. Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Hurst?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Williams?
Yes. Thank you, Madam Clerk. The order is approved. Madam Clerk, the next item, please.
The next item is item number 15, to change the zoning of a property known as 8 Florence Street from Residence B to Residence C.
All right, councilors, I know Phil is not on the call today, but he relayed to me that this is simply a referral vote. The item actually is scheduled to take or come before us in November. So we would simply have to just take up a motion to refer this to the planning board. And then it would be taken up and of course come back to us next month. So if at the time I can just entertain a motion to refer this to the planning department.
Motion to refer.
Great. Proper second?
Second.
All right, there's a motion made by Councilor Edwards and seconded by Councilor Davila. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll to refer the item?
On referring the item, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Gomez?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh, absent. Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Hurst?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Williams?
Yes, the item has been referred. Councilor Allen.
Thanks, Mr. President. I believe we're done now, are we not?
Yes.
So I just wanted to point out this book, which I happen to have, which was written by former Mayor Ryan. My Plan for Springfield. It was written about 50 years ago. And I just thought it'd be a nice way to finish up, to see that this man really did love Springfield and worked hard to make Springfield a great place. I'll just read the quote on the front. It says, "There's nothing wrong with Springfield. The courage, vision, and leadership can't cure. Together we can get Springfield moving again." So just thought it'd be nice if everybody just saw that it's about 65 pages. Anyway, just wanted to show that to everybody.
Thank you, Councilor. That quote is certainly a nice way to end tonight. So I appreciate you all for joining, and let's continue to keep the Ryan family in our prayers. Madam Clerk, is there any further business before the City Council this evening?
No, there is not.
All right. Thank you, councilors and guests.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.